Y'all, it's Chris and Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks live, coming to you live, making Divinity. I got a lot of nerve, don't I? This one I should be able to. Let's just use an old-fashioned stainless steel pot, y'all. Let's do this. Sorry. We're getting a real lesson today. A real lesson in candy making. All right, half cup of water. Half cup of water. Teaspoon of vinegar. The vinegar is what makes it taste like Divinity.
So you're just doing a single?
Yes, I'm doing a single this time, y'all. 1 1/2. 1.5 cups of sugar in a plain old stainless steel pot like Mama used instead of non-stick. We're going to see what happens. Bring that to a simmer. I'm putting a lid on it just long enough to get it hot, y'all, because I can't help it. I just don't want y'all to have to wait forever. All right. Then we're going to get over here. See, I shouldn't need all ice and all that stuff. It should just set right up. Oh, that was my cherries.
That was a teaspoon of vinegar.
A teaspoon of vinegar. I'm getting out a mixer. The heck with this hand mixing stuff. Now, my mama never used a hand mixer to make candy, ever. So we'll try to do it this way, this time. I'll try to beat up an egg. I doubt it will do it, but we'll try, okay? Where there's a will, there's a way. If you're just coming on, we have attempted, now I can't find the top to my mixer. Everybody's been cleaning for me. Chris and Amy, and the little silver part that goes to the, oh, here it is. Lord mercy. Anyway, what was I saying? We were making Divinity and it failed. And you do have failures, even if you're a good cook. But you don't give up. Just don't give up. Now, it's going to be like 20 degrees here in the morning, which is crazy for where we live. I can't imagine what it's going to be up north. I have no idea because I haven't seen the weather. Did I drop one of those? Oh, here's one. I haven't seen the weather. So I don't know what kind of weather y'all are getting up there compared to what we're getting down here. But down here, it's going to be crazy cold. We're going to try to be an egg white, and if it don't beat it, it don't make no difference. We'll just do the best we can. Hey, we'll use this egg right here I got yesterday. Look how crazy looking it is. It's got spots on that end and spots on that end, and a white ring and a white ring and a dark ring. Crazy. Crazy chicken. Good Lord, it's a big old egg. It's got one little spot on it, so. All right. We're going to turn this on. Hey, get over here. We're going to turn this up.
That one thermometer might be in that drawer right there, maybe.
I don't know what you're saying. What you're looking for.
That thermometer.
I'm going to tilt this so that it's deeper on the side. and maybe it'll beat it up. In other words, if I lay it flat, so much of the egg white is down on the very bottom. I know y'all probably can't hear me good.
It's going so fast. Well, I guess it's working.
It's working because I'm tilting it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have enough. Now, you couldn't do that with the KitchenAid because you can't pick them up. But this thing's light. It's got little suction feet on the bottom. So you can do things with this that you couldn't do. It's not quite there, though. It's almost there, y'all. All right. We did it. See, where there's a will, there's a way. Don't give up. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all check that out while I wash my little thing over here. How's it looking, Daddy? We should have set a timer. We didn't. Let's go 1 minute at least. All right. You're not supposed to let them hit the bottom. It's about 150-ish. They always want to get condensation on them, and then they're hard to read. Getting up to 200. It don't take it long when you get it up high. We're going to make some Divinity this time. I'm determined. This time I'm taking it to 250. Now look, y'all, on my recipes, I have the temperatures that are recommended for the kind of candy that you're making. But if you find that you have to cook yours, if you have to do like I just did, and figure out that you need to cook yours a little bit differently, mark it in your cookbook. And then if you get another thermometer, believe it or not, it can be a difference in thermometers. It really can. All right, let me get something to hold this with because it's starting to get hot. Can you hand me that over there, baby? That red thing. Thank you. This has got candy all over it now. Boy, we've been cooking, me and Amy. Have really been cooking the last few days. Don't let my hair get in their view. Not quite there. It lacks just a little bit. We're going to go ahead. Now what?
Nothing. I was just looking to see where 250 actually is on that thing. Okay.
When it gets to about there, it takes it forever to move up the totem pole. For some reason, I don't know why. But it's hot, I know that. It's past the softball. Lord, I'm catching on fire. It's that sugar that's on my mitten.
Maybe the fire.
It's almost 250. All right. All right, I'm stopping it. Y'all, if that don't work, we're giving up on my Divinity. I've made it before, and it just worked perfect. Now, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to pour it in there very slow. The loudest mixer. It's gonna work. Don't ever attempt it again with a hand mixer like I did. We just thought it might be a good idea, and I don't think it's such a bright idea. And you never want to scrape the bowl or the pot. Whatever you make your candy in, you never want to scrape it. Ever. Now, if you're just coming on, we attempted Divinity the first time. I doubled the recipe. I have found, while we're beating this up, let me tell y'all this. I have found that when you're making candy, and I don't know why, but even like butter toffee, if I ever try to double it, it does make a difference. When I double butter toffee, it never turns out, ever. And I had never doubled my Divinity before, and it didn't turn out. So you're better off just using the original recipe and don't double anything. And just make 2 recipes separate. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Gorgeous. That's Divinity. My Divinity. And you got to hurry. I'm just talking and acting like I don't have to hurry. Now, I did it. Never give up. Never give up, girls and boys. That's one thing about watching my channel. I do stuff live, like I said, that most people would never do live. And it's because it don't matter how good of a cook you are, things do happen. So, see, if I'd have just stuck to the original recipe and stuck to my regular mixer, it would have worked much better. Now, because I didn't get a lot of pecans in here, I'm just going to dollop some over here. Where is my pan that I was going to lay this out on? Oh, it's right here. Well, come on over here, Chris. They can't see what I'm doing.
What you're going to do next?
I've got to mix it up. It's sticky. It's sticky. So you got to put it out. The little pieces that you want to make. Now, Mama would sometimes make plain Divinity and put a whole pecan on the top. I could do that. Where's my pecans? You have to do it while it's sticky, though. Where's my pecans? Over here. Y'all are probably thinking, this woman's crazy. Look, we done been around the world and back. Well, I want you to look how pretty that is. It's gorgeous. It's what I'm talking about. It took forever, but we got there. And if y'all were here, I'd give you a bite, and you'd be like, OMG, that tastes just like Mama's. But you got to hurry because it cools down really quick. That's why I didn't think that was going to set up, because usually Divinity, you're lucky to get it on the, it's like pralines. You're lucky to get it on the thing before it starts setting up. And that's one reason I melted caramel to go on our log roll, because things don't really want to stick to Divinity. Not really, typically. Now, I'm going to get the rest of it out, and we're going to make a log roll out of it. Gotta mix it up. Get it sticky. Oh. Oh. How am I going to do this? Here. Now, you could put it in a piping bag and all that stuff, but you ain't really got a whole lot of time. But this is going to be Mama style. Mama style log roll. Carl, my daddy, loves them. He loves a log roll. Once this starts setting up, you can kind of work it a little bit like that. Then we're going to pour caramel on it. This is going to be a real log roll like you get at the store, but the pecans are always old because they are. But this one, it's going to be good. All right, Chris, you can come over to my left now. That way they might can see what I'm doing. All right, we're going to put some caramel on it. And then we're going to stick pecans all over it. I am just putting this on there so that the pecans stick to it because, like I said, this candy gets hard really quick and nothing will stick to it. But if you put a little caramel on there, by gosh, by golly, it'll stick to it. And I told Chris, I said, I ain't making no caramel today. I'll just get out my Hershey's, be done with it. Good old Hershey's. That's what we're using today. What do y'all think? I know that's going to taste good. Once it cools down, well, it's already cool, but once it sets up a little better, we can cut little circles and like little circle pieces and serve it. We're going to have so much company in 2 days, and I wanted several things for them to, I'm going to chop up a few more nuts. I wanted several things for them to be able to eat and have, you know, like on a platter for stuff. I got to get it just enough pecans to do the others. Not that I only got one side left, so I ain't got to do too many. But now, if I took this, put it in the refrigerator, and just took it to my daddy when I went home for Christmas, he would love me to pieces. He would love me to pieces. Mama always made Divinity at Christmas. I don't know if y'all did or not, or your mama did or not, but I'm telling you, there's nothing as good as Divinity. And if it's driving y'all crazy because I'm chopping my pecans this way, I'm real picky about chopping up pecans that are worth a lot of money that taste really good. I don't like getting a lot of tiny little pieces. So I actually make sure and get plenty on here. You don't want any stickiness left. All right. Now we're going to flip him over and do the back side. Here, let me move all this. Look how pretty that Divinity is. Looks good, don't it?
Beautiful.
Let's put a little bit more caramel on it just to get it good and sticky. I want to stick my hands in there so bad I can't stand it. But then all the pecans would stick to my fingers if I did. I don't really want to get out any more of it because I think I can get enough stickiness off of this to just make the pecan stick. Because that's really all we're doing now. Just coating it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to slice one for y'all. Now, I'm going to roll this up in plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator and let it set up real good. But I'll go ahead and slice a piece and taste it for y'all because that's what we do when we're live. Yummy. I promised my neighbor I would take her a piece of Divinity when I made it. So I might have to slip down there for a couple of hours or at least an hour. Chris will probably like to have some time to himself after having to hold the video for so long. It's a lot harder than y'all think it is to hold a camera up for that long. So let's get a bite. I'll just take the end off. So you can see the Divinity in the middle. I'm going to put a cherry on mine. That is delicious. I really think if you put cherries in there, that you should use candied cherries. I mean, you can use maraschino, but I'm afraid that would make your Divinity have a runny spot in it. But for those of y'all that make Divinity all the time, y'all let us know. If you make Divinity all the time and you put cherries in it, let us know if you use candied cherries or maraschino cherries, because I'm sure there's some of y'all out there that make this all the time. I want y'all to see this up close and see how beautiful they are. And then we're going to go. And I'm so sorry that I just didn't use my Old Faithful recipe to start with. But sometimes we have to learn the hard way. There it is. Y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time on Colored Valley Cooks. I may actually go in and clip most of the first part off and just let the real successful part be the whole video, because I can clip time out of videos on YouTube now. I will see you next time on Colored Valley Cooks, where we cook like Mama did. Bye, y'all. Love you.